This is Power Stretch 10, and we're going to start by coming over to the left and bring our right arm up, hop over for 3, and then do the other. This is just like a little warm up, just to get you ready for the stretching. This is my last power stretch, so it's all pretty much stretching. Not a whole lot of power to it, but it'll be a nice stretch workout. Okay, now we're gonna go over our head and then just lunge, and then have our arm go above our head. This is really gonna stretch out your abdominals and your inner thigh, both of your inner thighs, I should say. Okay, we're going to switch sides. We're going to go on the other side and lean over. You can see how it's stretching out your both inner thighs and your tricep on the arm that you're raising, and your oblique area, and your love handles, if you want to call them love handles. Okay, we're going to be in a warrior type pose, and I'm just going to lean forward and start bringing my arms out like I'm swimming a little bit. Well, it'd be kind of hard to swim like that, but we're just moving the arms as I'm stretching forward. Okay, other side. We're going to lean forward and then start moving our arms. the same same kind of position with our toe pointed out. We're going to lunge and then bring our arm to one side. I like to run my hand down my leg. Then I can keep seeing how much further I go. Sometimes I put it behind too. Okay, now we're just going to hold that back. We're just going to hold that. And look up to the ceiling and just really hold that pose. And then we're just going to switch it to the other side. Have the toe pointed out toward my Bellicon. I'm just going to come back. Stretch it all the way back. Okay, we're going to come forward with our right foot, have the back foot down, and I'm just leaning forward. I'm pushing down into it, and this is what's going to really stretch your hip flexors. It's really good to stretch your hip flexors, and it's going to be stretching your quadriceps too. But it just felt good to stretch the hip flexor. Okay, now we're going to go on the other side, put the leg forward, have the other one back, and we're just going to push down into it as we go forward a little bit. Just enough. You don't really have to move a lot to stretch that out. getting down onto the floor. We're going to lay on our front. I'm going to hold my foot and do a quad stretch. I try to bring the heel all the way to my glutes and just hold that. I like to hold these stretches for at least 30 seconds. It's a really good quadricep stretch. So just have it feel good and just bring it back as far as you can. If you can't bring it all the way up, that's perfectly fine. That's your limit. Don't go past your limit. Now we're going to pick the other leg and pull it back towards you. Now we're going to take hold on to both of our feet and pull them towards you. Just like we did, but we're doing both at the same time. Okay, now we're going to put our hands right below our chest area and then just bring yourself up. Like an upward dog that really stretches out your whole abdominal area. Okay, we're going to do that again. Bring it up and then just hold it. This time we're going to come up and we're going to come and you're going to face me. Come towards me like I'm facing you. That's just going to work one side a little bit more. I'm actually leaning over to that side too as I'm looking. Okay, lower back down for a few seconds and come up and then look to the other side. Look to the other side. Now we're just going to do some back stretches. I usually do about 5. My back gets a little tight sometimes when I do those type of moves, and I like to stretch it out. That will prevent you from getting lower back pain. You have to keep your total core strong, front and back. So now we're gonna grab onto our left foot with our left hand and then just raise it up. Bring it up. I have it next to my head. And I'm just gonna hold on to that. If you can't go up as high, that's perfectly fine. Just go up as high as you feel comfortable. You never go past where you feel comfortable. Everybody has different flexibility. Maybe you can go even further than me. This is my limit. Okay, now I'm grabbing my inner thigh and I'm pulling it towards me. And this is gonna stretch out your outer glute area and your well, your inner thigh too. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. We're going to have our hand inside the foot, on the side of the foot, and then raise it up. Raise that up. I'm doing pretty good. That's my hip replacement leg, so I got that pretty good. And when I bring the foot towards me like this, I really feel it right where my scar is, where all my scar tissue is, which goes up the side of my leg and into my glute area. They took a big chunk out of my behind when they replaced my hip, so those feel good. Okay, now I'm going to put my feet together and do just some inner thigh stretch, an inner thigh stretch. Now we're going to bring our legs out and just do a traditional stretch by going over to the left side and stretching. Bring it down as far as you can and keep your foot flexed when we start. I always either start with it flexed or pointed. I think it's usually pointed, then I go to flex, but this time I switched it. Now I'm pointing it. Okay, I'm going to walk over to the other side with my hands, and I'm going to come down and hold on to my foot. I have it flexed. I lay my head onto my knee and just hold that. And in a few seconds, we're going to be pointing that toe. We've only got about 2 minutes left. Here I'm pointing it. Now I'm going to come forward and hold that. Come forward and hold that. Okay, now I'm just going to turn and look behind me or on the side. And then I'm going to go over to the other side. Okay, I'm going to bring one leg over and stretch it and look the other way. And of course we're going to do the other side. And then we will be done when I start on the other side right now. Okay, I'm going to bring my legs up and just hold them. One little last stretch. Just hold them up, bring them up as high as you can, and just stretch that out.